morning. The house is a bit crazy this morning. I just got ready really quick, showered and all that, got some makeup done, whatever. But today I'm basically just going to see my Nana for Christmas for a little bit, and then my mom and I are driving for me to go pick up my rental car, and then I'm road tripping to Charlotte today. So it's like a road trip style. I don't know what I'm gonna vlog today. It's weird temperatures right now. In Wilmington, it keeps getting like hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Yesterday, it was low-key so hot by the time it got to the afternoon. So this morning, I'm just doing, I feel like it's gonna be similar to yesterday. It's like humid, so I just have on yoga pants, same boots I've been wearing every day, which I kind of like this look with like the flare, kind of cute. And then this black tank top. Wouldn't really be me if I wasn't wearing a Free People tank top. And I'm just gonna like layer this like this, like a little, you know, a little preppy moment. So that way I can throw it on in the car still, because I always get cold in the car because I like to have the air running in the car. Hopefully the Enterprise has, I made this reservation so long ago, and they called me like a couple weeks, or like maybe a week after I had made it, but it was still several weeks before my actual reservation. And they were like, hey, like, do you really need this type of car? And I was like, yeah, because I booked a intermediate SUV or whatever, just because that's what and this is what I told them. I said, that's what I'm comfortable driving because it's what I'm used to driving. And I'm gonna have a lot of stuff with me because I have this big suitcase, my little suitcase, this like grocery bag. Like I just don't want to have to be like, look at that, all this stuff basically has to come besides the heater. And I don't want to have to be like cramming it into the trunk of like a little, I don't even know what, like a Chevy Cruze or like whatever it is. Hopefully he works with me and he has a car for me today. That's the update for right now. Okay, hi. Oh my god, it's so windy here today. It's insane. Like the leaves are going around like crazy. It's like I'm Dorothy in whatever movie that is. I just got in my rental car and they like were, you know, obviously telling it to me like they were really doing something for me. They're like, yeah, we got a free upgrade for you today, blah, blah, blah. I had booked an SUV and they ended up giving me this Infiniti. It's fine. And I understand that like this time of year is crazy for them, and plus I'm one-weighing it, so they're not getting this car back, so they just want to probably get rid of this. It is nice. It's an Infiniti Q50. I just prefer being in an SUV because I'm more comfortable in that, like I said earlier. But I'm gonna be grateful today. I'm in a grateful mood, so I'm happy that I have a nice system and everything. So yeah, let's get this road trip started. Let me see how long it says it's gonna take me. I'm driving straight to Jared's parents' house, 3 hours and 18 minutes. That's not bad. So yeah, 3 hours and 18 minutes to Jared's parents' house. He actually, I misspoke the other day. I said that there's nowhere to put my phone really. I misspoke the other, oh my god, that's not good either. I misspoke the other day because I said that he was driving up tomorrow, but he's actually driving up today. So we're really gonna get there within like 4-ish hours of each other, as long as he makes good time. Get on the road. I need to stop for food because I haven't really eaten. I need to make sure my mirrors are good. I hate driving little cars when like the back, I feel like I can barely even like see out of it. But yeah, all right, if I have anything to talk about, I'll just take the camera out. This is the best place to put my phone. Oh, there's a sunroof, cute. So I've only been driving for literally 2 seconds, but I'm gonna stop and get Bojangles because I don't know if I'm gonna have an opportunity to get it while I'm in North Carolina the rest of the time. I don't know, we'll just have to see. But I just wanna like take this opportunity to like sit down in there and eat, and like that just sounds amazing right now, and I'm starving. I had a Greek yogurt this morning, but it's already like 1 o'clock. So I'm going to have a little Bojangles date with myself. I'm so excited. And that is really the only like food that I miss being in Florida. Cookout is not my kryptonite. Like I'm good without it. I can survive. I guess like Krispy Kreme is a North Carolina thing, but it's everywhere, so that's fine. Like it was just started in North Carolina, but I can go get Krispy Kreme if I want to. Okay, that was impeccable, like so good. This was one of the new Bojangles, and it's so cute. They have like, you know how like at Krispy Kreme or like a bunch of restaurants have this where it has like a little window where you can see them like making the stuff in the back. They had that for the biscuits and had like the girls back there making biscuits, like for real. It was so cute. And I always make fun of Drew because stuff like this happens to her, never happens to me, but it finally happened to me today. But I always order a kids meal, like at most fast food places that I go to, unless like I'm super hungry. And so I ordered my little kids meal, and I usually sub out, it comes with a regular biscuit, and I prefer the Bowberry biscuits because they're like sweet and delicious. So I was like asking like, oh, can I get a Bowberry biscuit? Like I always say this, like, oh, like can I swap out the regular biscuit for a Bowberry, blah blah. And he's like, no. And I was like, oh, I thought he was like being a hard ass about like adding it because technically it's an upcharge. I was like, oh, well, can I just add a Bowberry biscuit? And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay. I was like, why? And he's like, when I tell you this person came in this morning and got so many, like they were out basically. And I was like, oh, I was like, honestly, like they probably got them for their family, like happy for them, like know that I am. Like I wish I had it, but I'm still happy for them. Like they can have them, it's fine. Cause I just imagine like everyone like celebrating, like being together for Christmas with Bowberry biscuits. So that just makes my heart warm. And so he was like, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. So whatever, get my order, go to get it. And I like the kids meal comes with like 2 chicken tenders, fries, biscuit, whatever. He literally gave me like 5 Supremes, 5 chicken tenders, and like loaded me up on the fries and all that stuff. I couldn't finish it at all, but just like so sweet, like to make up for the fact that they didn't have the biscuit. But yeah, that was like one thing that like makes me a little bit more even with Drew, because she gets special preferential treatment like that all the time everywhere we go. But okay, I'm about to drive for real. I'm gonna listen to Maggie and Emma's podcast, but only because it's the one where they're interviewing Jessica, and she's my favorite, of course. So I'm gonna listen to that, and yeah, then probably just listen to music and try to get there as fast as possible. But at least it's a beautiful day. This wind is crazy, but at least it's nice out, and I won't have to drive in the dark at all. So God bless.
I'm crazy, and I'm like, I saw a sign about this, and they're no, you're literally crazy. And then I'm like, I'm not kidding, and then something will happen, and
I'm only an hour out, but I am stopping in Tractor Supply real quick to pick up some food for Luca, because this is where they have the good food. I'll actually show you what brand I get, because it's the brand that whenever we rescued him, the brands that the lady, like the rescue lady, told us to get. And I really have been bad about getting it because there's not a Tractor Supply near us in Florida. So I think I'm gonna like stock up and grab either one big bag or like a couple of little ones, like different flavors for Luca, so that way I have it still whenever we drive back. Okay, so this is the brand, the 4Health one, and then you just have to make sure that it's a grain-free version. No, that has grains in it. We don't need weight management, he's perfect. This one I feel like I've gotten before. Where's the one that he liked? Maybe this one, chicken and rice. No, that has grains. What the heck? Trying to like find these things is like searching for, oh wait, here we go. Is this the grain free? Oh yeah, here's the grain free formula. So I'll probably do one of these. Which is there a big one? Oh, this is the big one. I don't know if I can commit to this big of a bag. Like it's hard to commit to this big of a bag. But like price wise, it definitely makes a lot more sense. Because this is 4 pounds, this is 16 pounds, so this is 4 times that. That's what? Would that be at least 48, 12 times 4? So this makes a lot more sense. But I'd like for him to have variety. So I think I'm just gonna get a couple of small ones, even though it doesn't really make economics. These aren't economicing, but I'm gonna get 2 of those. And that should hold us over for a while. I do like these ones too, like the glacier, I think, oh yeah, the Untamed is like a different line, but that's good too. But I think I'm just gonna stick with those 2 for now because I know he likes them, and then get some wet food if I can find it. Oh my God, they're like all the way up there. There's some over here. But yeah, I grabbed him a couple of these too. So we do, I don't think I've ever talked about Luca's food and stuff, but we do dry food for lunch or for breakfast and lunch, and then for dinner he always has wet food because that's how he gets a lot of his water in. Oh, here's some more over here too. Skin and coat, that sounds nice. I think I'll probably just get him like some regular stuff, but yeah, he really likes these too. I just take this and mix it with a little bit of water in his bowl, and he like loves it. Okay. like those. I think that that'll tide us over for a while. I really just need to find somewhere online where I can get it shipped to the house. You guys, it is so cold. I swear, like my eye, like this is so not a thing, but you know how like the like wetness of your eyes sometimes feels like it's freezing. I feel like that's what's happening. Like it's hard to close my eyes.
Before I get started, I want to change my life. I don't really know how to get there.
But yeah, I was just like, I don't know. I was thinking about while I was driving how, I don't know, I just get so nostalgic. And then I always, because I was just thinking about like whenever Jared and I first started dating and things like that, and like before we had Luca and whatever. And those cars. Wait, let's just talk about Tractor Supply first. It's such a niche place, and I need to start ordering this online and figuring out a way to do it online and stop going to this store because it's always an experience. But anyways, I was being nostalgic, and I was then like tripping myself out because you know how sometimes when you're nostalgic, it's really like you're kind of sugarcoating things in your head, like you're imagining it better than it actually was. And I think that I get that. I get like tripped up in my head sometimes, and I'm like,
Turn right onto East Caswell Street.
and I'm like, oh my god, am I just imagining that it was this? And not even just specifically talking about like Jared. Like I got really nostalgic whenever I was living in Raleigh, especially during COVID. I would go for long walks a lot of the time, even just by myself on my college campus. And I was just like so nostalgic, like walking around like, oh my god, like I had the best time, I had the best college experience. It was amazing, like seeing all these little things, like even just like walking from place to place, and like how much I loved it, right? And that's like a good example. It's like, okay, like was it that amazing, or am I just like sugarcoating these memories in my head?
Continue for 20 miles.
I was just thinking about that, and I think I am such a like nostalgic, like touchy-feely person when it comes to memories and like going back to places and like having good memories and blah blah blah. And I used to really be like that in Wilmington, and I'm not really like that anymore, and it's kind of weird, but I think it's because I'm so much further removed from that place. Like I haven't technically lived there for over 10 years. So it's almost like because the memories are further away, they don't feel as like tender to me. And I feel like it's because I'm like forgetting some things, and like, I don't know, basically I was thinking about that, and that's a big reason why like doing these videos, and especially at this time of year, and I want to try to be better, especially like once we get to actual Christmas. I just did like mini Christmas with my family, and I took like those little clips. Hopefully you've been able to see them, because I need to figure out a way to get them on my computer because I don't have a converter right now. But I took these little clips on an old school like point and shoot digital camera, and I think that the footage hopefully like came out really cute. It's hard to tell just looking on the camera, but hopefully it came out really cute. And I want to do a really good job of like just capturing stuff like that and saving it and having it online. Even if I like down the line want to turn the videos to private, like I will still have them. And I think that that's what's so important about the practice of like doing this for me, and just like capturing my thoughts, and just like being able to check in like a year or 2 or 5 or 10 from now and capture and like see where I was in life and what I was thinking and what I was going through and that mindset I was in. Because I think about my younger self, and I almost try to communicate with my younger self all the time, and that might sound weird if you're not like a spiritual person, but I do believe that like our energy and our consciousness is not like a linear timeline. I've never really said that out loud, but I do believe that kind of like our energy is like always there. It doesn't just disappear from the world, and our like life, even though we're living it chronologically, it doesn't mean, just because I'm here now doesn't mean that my 11-year-old self or my 18-year-old self still, like the energy of who I was then is still there. So I feel like I almost try to communicate with my younger self all the time, like through memories and stuff, and like thinking about decisions that I made. And it's not that I like regret or anything or like try to, like, I don't imagine what it would be like to do things differently, but it's almost like I try to soothe my younger self a lot. And I think that being able to connect with my younger self, because I think that I get in this headspace of like, oh, like I'm getting older, like I was only like that during kind of more formative times, I guess, but it's really not true, because I really think that life is changing all the time. Like your life is not going to be the same year on year. I mean, like, unless you make it that way. Like, I feel like I'm always changing, having new experiences, and every year is kind of a formative year. And I want to be able to still capture that and have that feeling. And like, I feel like I can do it better if I capture stuff on video, is basically where I was getting to with that. But yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, these are like the deep thoughts. It's kind of funny because I don't go on that many road trips anymore. I used to have to bop around, like go from Raleigh to Wilmington, or Wilmington to Charlotte, or Charlotte to Raleigh, like all the time. So I would have so much time in the car to just have deep car thoughts. But I don't really drive that much anymore, which is kind of nice because it was low-key terrible at the time. But I was driving in the car and just thinking about that, and yeah, decided I would share. So, hour left in the trip. I'm going to listen to another podcast or something and just try to knock it out. I'm going to drop off my stuff and then go to return the car. And then as soon as I drop off the car, hopefully Jared's dad can come pick me up. Because I'm not trying to be stranded. Okay, I've never seen this in my life. There was a Walmart here on my drive, because I used to have to make this drive all the time from Charlotte to Wilmington, and it's closed. I have never seen a Walmart go out of business. And I feel like that's so weird. And I don't know when that happened. But that makes me a little nervous. I've also been thinking about the economy a lot lately, because I had to go to the bank this morning to deposit some money, and some Christmas money, you know. And I was looking, they have a big board in there of all the different types of accounts and all the different APYs and stuff. And I was looking at them, and they're kind of like, they still haven't bounced back, because I have a money market account with my bank. And when I first opened the account, the interest rate was like 1.1 or something, like something really good. And it's still 0.7, like it's gone back up a little bit since COVID, but it has not bounced back to where it was. And literally I'm thinking about moving that money, because this is a not random finance talk, but my Capital One 360 savings account is really good. That's where I have like my house fund, and that has a really good, I don't know exactly what it is right now, but that interest rate is really good. And then I have this money sitting in this other money market account, and it's like not doing anything. Not that it makes, I mean, it doesn't make that big of a difference unless we're talking years and years, and that money obviously is set there for a reason. Like the money that I'm talking about in the money market is my emergency fund. So that's money that's there for a reason. It's not there. The purpose of it isn't to accrue interest per se, but if you do have money staying in a savings account, then it's losing value, right? So you need the interest rate to kind of like keep its value, because like if my emergency fund is X, right, and 5 years goes by and the cost of living has gone up by Y, my amount is no longer what I actually need for my emergency fund. The amount of money that it takes for me to live each month is different, because your emergency fund is, I have mine of like about 6 months, but I did the practice of putting together my emergency fund and figuring that all out when things cost less, honestly. So I kind of might need to add more money in there. But besides the point, I was thinking about finance a lot too while I was driving. But I need to be thinking about what these people are saying in my podcast. But I feel like whenever I listen to podcasts, they'll say one thing and it'll like send my mind into a whole different loop. But let me get back to it and try to concentrate and learn something.
Like I'm not.
It's the truth.
No, I'm not. It's this.
Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Yeah? Hi. Oh. Oh. Hi, sweetie boy.
Oh. Literally didn't stop since I talked to him on the phone.
Meowing?
Huh? No, that's the last time I
Oh,
stopped.
you didn't stop. Look, he's
My
so
tank
cute.
got me over here.
Oh, good.
But I'm on like 5 miles.
Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. sweetie. You're so cute. All right, go explore. Luca, baby. Luca, baby. Meow. Meow. Are you okay? Let's feed. He's here for literally 2 seconds and he's already gotten up on the highest possible place to jump. Why? How are you gonna get down now? It's all dusty up there. Okay, let's see it. Come here. Let's see what happens. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Are you okay? Your little ankles. Are you okay? Yes. Yes. Oh my god.
Lotion. She said I'm ashy.
No, she just knows that you use that. No, that one lasts.
Bro, I don't think your reaction is true. I'm probably gonna open it on behalf of I'm not gonna react. I mean,
You don't have to react.
then why are you recording it?
Because she can't be here. Just open it. She put everything in these gift boxes this year.
These are shark glasses I left in
No.
in Memphis.
No.
Graphite. So I got them on.
She's like a spray cologne.
Den's cologne, Bath and Body.
Yeah.
Graphite. My back and body was hair, face, and body. Oh, I can use this week.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Well, I have to open this one last.
Because that's the intention. That's just how she made me do mine. Because I have a matching one.
I don't know what this is.
Well, open it up.
Isn't this the gift right here?
Yeah, open it up.
Moon of my life.
Open it up.
I'm opening it again. Merry Xmas, Jerry. Thank you.
Open it up.
How many things do I have to open up?
Oh my gosh. Why are you such a brat?
Merry Xmas.
Oh my god.
Dear Jerry, just toward the wedding. I don't know what this says. Put this toward the wedding house.
And house, probably.
Love Colleen. Oh, shit. Whoa. Whoa. Look, thank you. So what am I supposed to do with this?
Put it in the
Invest
bank
it.
towards the wedding.
Invest it.
Wedding.